virus samples detected.
Fuck! There's the building! Spread out and search for them. They could be anywhere.
The outcasts used.
And I'll let you answer to Emily personally.
What's up, ladies and gents? This is Vornhoult here for another The Division 2 build video, and today I am bringing you one of the most interesting build I've ever made, and this is circled around using the shotgun as a main weapon. So without further ado, let's get right into the specializations. So for the specializations, I am using the firewall mainly because of the striker shield. So this is a version of the crusader shield, and the reason why I'm using this is because of the buff that you get whenever you have enemies in front of you, which adds up to the damage of the shotgun. And also it's very welcome to have the fiery response talent that on armor break apply burn to enemies within 5 meters, and because we are using the shotgun as a main weapon, we'll be constantly in front of enemies, and this would be a very helpful talent to get us out of really tight situations. And all the other talents here are pretty straightforward. Do make sure that you have the running the gun at max, so that you get that 15% increased shotgun damage, which is the main weapon for this build. Alright, so that's it for the specializations. Now we go on to the build. So the build uses the name shotgun Tsunami. So the reason why I am using this shotgun is because of the talent Perfect Pummel. So the Perfect Pummel, with 2 consecutive kills, it refills the magazine and grants you 40% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So that's a big buff into your weapon damage. And unlike the normal pummel talent, this talent only needs 2 consecutive kills rather than 3, so that's easier to get activated. And also the magazine refill is very welcome because of this low magazine of the Tsunami, but the reason I have 9 magazine here is because I am using a 3-piece True Patriot gear set, which gives us 30% ammo capacity and 30% magazine size. So I think the 2 magazines that are added into this build, the 2 ammo that is added into the magazine of this build is really helpful to ensure that you get to kill the enemy within that certain magazine, and you get to activate Perfect Pummel as well. So my secondary weapon is the Lady Death. So this is the exotic submachine gun. So everyone knows its talent, Breathe Free. So this is just a precautionary measure whenever my shotgun isn't active or is taking too long to reload. And then my next my pistol is the lightning rod. So this is perfect salvage. So killing a target has a has a 85% chance to refill the magazine. So most of the time I'm not using this, but this is just also as a safe precaution whenever I lose it's taking too long to reload my two primary weapons. Alright, and now for the gears, I am using the exotic mask, the Coyote's mask, mainly because of the Pack Instincts talent. And the reason I'm using this is I want to increase my critical hit damage as much as I can, so that each of the ammo that I use for the shotgun hits hard, especially in close range. So whenever we're using this, we would be most of the time into the 0 to 15 meter range, so that increases our critical hit damage by 25%, so that's a big buff. And that is the main reason why we're using this mask. Next up, we have the backpack. So I am using this Badger Tough backpack, which gives us plus 10% shotgun damage. I've re-rolled the core attribute into 15% weapon damage because this gear usually comes with an armor roll as a core attribute, and I have armor regen and critical hit damage as my attributes as well. I've also placed a 5.9 critical hit chance mod just to make sure that we are getting that 60% critical hit chance cap, and this comes with the Adrenaline Rush talent. So whenever you are within the 10 meter of an enemy, you gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds, and the stacks up to 3 times. So you can get at most 60% whenever you're within the enemy, within the close proximity of 3 enemies. And this partners up with the Intimidate talent that I have with this Counter Force vest. So I am using this for the 15% headshot damage, and because I am in close proximity of the enemy, it is easier to hit the headshots, so this is very welcome. So this comes with 12.6% weapon damage, 5.1% critical hit chance, and 8.4% headshot damage with a 12% critical hit damage mod. And like I said, with the Adrenaline Rush, the perfect talent to partner with that is the Intimidate talent. So while you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. So if you partner that up with the perfect pommel, when active, you can get 75% weapon damage in total added into your shotgun damage. So that's a big buff, and your shotgun will hit very hard on enemies near you. And then for the gloves, we have our first piece of True Patriot gloves. So I've prompted to have 170 armor core attribute and re-rolled the attribute to 6% critical hit chance. Same with the knee pads. They have the similar core attribute and attribute assignments, as well as the holsters. So with 3 blue attributes, we get 1.3 million armor, which is very good for this hybrid build, and we get max critical hit chance. So if we go into this stats, we can see that our weapon damage is 702,000, which is big. We are on max critical hit chance. We have 77.8% critical hit damage, but this is not including the critical hit damage that we may get from the exotic Coyote's mask. So with the Coyote's mask, this can go up to more than 100%, so which is very, very good. And for the armor, we have 1.2 armor, which is, I think, good for this kind of build. And yes, that is it. That is my build. This is a fun build to try and do. I do hope you could comment on the comment section if you have any improvements that I can do with this build. And if you like the video, do like and subscribe on the channel. And yes, I'll see you on the next one. Keep on gaming.